Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Bhuvan Agarwal and I hope you all are doing great, and I wish you all are getting better and better in your concepts regarding the pseudocodes in C language. So before moving ahead, I would like to request every one of you to kindly like and comment down your views regarding this channel, because believe me, whether your responses are positive or negative, it is really going to help us in creating such a unique content for you guys continuously. So let's get to our next question in this series. I would suggest every one of you to kindly pause this video and just try to solve this question on your own. Okay, then we will talk about the solution of it. Okay, I hope you all got some answers. So let us see how to solve this question. So as you can see in the very first line, we have declared a variable and we have assigned 052 in that variable. Okay, and then we are just printing the value, right? So you already know that 52, whenever you write something like 010, it is nothing but 10, right? Then if you write 020, then it is nothing but 20. And if you write 05, it is nothing but 5, correct? So here also, whenever you are adding 052, it is nothing but 52, right? In decimal, right? It is just 52. So 52 will be printed as output. So those of you who have got 52 as an answer, then I must tell you that you are absolutely wrong. Okay, see, in mathematics we write 0 to 0 as 20, but in programming languages it's not so easy. Okay, so here 0, a number prefixed with 0 has a different meaning. Okay, so let us move on to our golden statement so that you can understand the importance of this prefix 0. Okay, so our golden statement here is, read it very carefully. When we add 0 in front of any value, then it is treated as an octal value and not a decimal value. Yes, in programming terms of view, whenever you write append or prefix 0 in front of any value, then it is treated as an octal number, means base 8 number, whereas decimal is a base 10 number, right? So in base 8, the symbols or the numbers that are valid are from 0 to 7. As you know, in decimal the valid numbers are 0 to 9. With the combination of these numbers only the entire system is built, correct? So in octal value system it is base 8, so the correct symbols that are valid in octal number system is nothing but 0 to 7. Okay, I hope you got this concept. So here you can see we have written 052, so definitely this 52 is nothing but an octal number. Now listen to it very carefully. Now you are just printing it, correct? But see the format specifier here. See, it seems to be a very simple question, but it's not. That's why I've included this in this series. You need to understand each and every single line, the importance of everything. Then only you can answer this question. Here you can see we have written %d. %d is a format specifier, correct? Okay. But for what it is used? It is used to print decimal values. %d stands for D for decimals. Okay. So %d is used to print integer value, that is decimal value. Okay. But here 52 is an octal value, means it is a base 8 number, but in output we need to print it as a base 10 number, means decimal number. So what the compiler does is it stores it as an octal number in this variable, but while printing on the output console it converts it into decimal number system. So the main point or the main knowledge you should have for solving this type of question is you need to know how to convert from one number system to other number systems. Okay, means from here you need to know how to convert an octal value to a decimal value, then only you can print it, correct? So let us see how we can do it. So as I said here, %d is used to print decimal value, not octal value. %o is used to print octal value. If here it would have been %o, then it would have printed 02 in the output console, because 52 is an octal number and we are printing octal number, correct? If it would have been %0. then it would have successfully printed 52 on the output console, correct? So here variable is having an octal value, but while printing we need to convert it to decimal value so that it can print it. In this case it needs to convert the octal number into a decimal number. Okay, so let us see the conversion and how to convert. Okay, so octal to decimal conversion. Okay, so our number is 052. You can consider as 52 because we have saved it as an octal number, correct? Now you just need to start from the right hand side, take the first number, that is 2. So 2 into what is the base of this number? 8, right? It is an octal number, correct? So you need to keep base as 8 to the power 0 because it is in first, so you need to keep it as to the power 0. Next you need to write plus in between. Next you move to the next value, that is 5. So 5 into same, take the base 8. Now the power will be 1. Okay, if it would have been more numbers, then you need to write plus any number into 8 to the power 2, then 8 to the power 3, 8 to the power 4, likewise. Okay, so as we are having only 2 bits here, so we are taking 0 and 1, correct? Now we know anything to the power of 0 is 1, correct? So 8 to the power 0 will be 1. So here we have substituted 1, and 8 to the power 1 is nothing but 8 itself, so we have kept it as 8, correct? Now 5 into 8 is nothing but 40, and 2 into 1 is 2. Now 40 plus 2 is 42. Now this is how a octal number is converted to a decimal number. I hope you got this. Okay, so therefore 42 is our answer in decimal format. Therefore you need to understand how to convert a number system from one number system to another number system in order to solve such questions. Okay, so this is, in this question I have told you how to convert octal to decimal. Okay, I hope you got this. So our final result will be 42. Okay, so this is how you need to solve such questions, and what are the things you need to keep in mind I have discussed in this video. If you do not understand any part, then I must suggest you to rewatch this video because it is very important. Okay, and last but not the least, I would like to request you to kindly share this video to as many friends of yours in whichsoever college you are, so that everyone can take benefit of this series and they can at least know how to successfully crack the section of predicting the output in C language. Okay, so if you help others, that help will come back to you someday or the other. Okay, so it's just a click away to help others. So that's it. Thank you very much.